And now I'd like to introduce David N. Yellen, who is in his first year as president of Marist College. President Yellen became the college's fourth president on July 1st, 2016. President Yellen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Marist College's 71st Commencement exercises. I'd like to note that tonight, in honor of our graduates, the lights on the historic Mid-Hudson Bridge just down the way a little bit will be lit in our colors of red and white, so check that out later. Today is an opportunity for us to celebrate the members of the class of 2017 and all of their outstanding achievements. We should remember, however, that they did not make it this far on their own. So please join me in recognizing the families of our graduates. You have sacrificed, loved, and supported this class. Without you, without you, the accomplishments we celebrate today would not have been possible. I'd like to invite all of the parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and spouses, significant others, children of all the graduates to please rise and be saluted again by the class of 2017. Let me also take a moment to salute the faculty of Marist College. At the core of the educational experience at a place like Marist are the relationships that get developed between faculty and students. Our faculty are incredibly dedicated to the education and development of our students. Would all of our faculty please stand and let the class of 2017 show you their thanks as well. To our graduating seniors, although I've only shared your final year with you, I've been so impressed with who you are as people and what you've accomplished. You've studied and mastered complex subjects, you've won prestigious national fellowships, you've presented research at national and international conferences, you've shared your ideas in publications and blogs, you've assumed leadership positions in numerous student organizations that make Marist the lively place that it is. More than half of you have explored other cultures through study abroad. You've excelled in athletics, the arts, and many other extracurricular activities. But even more than your academic achievements, I've been impressed by the great character you've shown. You've demonstrated this character through things like the countless hours of volunteer work that you've done and the fundraising work for community groups, the way you advocate for change, both here on campus and in the community. And of course, I'd also note that many of you have overcome significant obstacles to even be here today. Illness, death in the family, economic struggles, language barriers, even homelessness. You've grown tremendously during your time at Marist, but please remember, this is just the beginning of your journey. As you move ahead in your career, education, family, you'll have the opportunity to achieve great things and make a real difference in the world. If you remember back to elementary school, you may have heard about the 3 R's in education: reading, writing, and arithmetic. I'd just like to talk for a minute about 3 other R's that are going to be important to you going forward. One is relationships. I urge you to take care of the personal relationships in your life because at the end of the day, they're likely to be more important to you than any award or career achievement. In your career as well, though, relationships are critically important, and I encourage you to work hard at building and maintaining strong professional relationships, which can, in the workplace, be just as, if not more important, than the intellect you have and the hard work you bring to your tasks. You should seek out good mentors, and in time, you should be a good mentor to others as well. The second R I'd mention is resiliency. We all fail many times, for most of us, along the way, But the true test of character is how we respond to failure. What do we learn from our mistakes, and how do we try and do better the next time? And then the third R I wanted to mention is reinvention. What you learn during your time at Marist is in many ways less important than learning how to learn. Now more than ever, education must be a lifelong endeavor. The pace of change today is faster than ever and is only likely to continue to accelerate. For example, I recently read that this generation, when you have children, many of those children will never own or even drive a car because of technological changes. Many of you will work at jobs that don't yet exist. That's why it's so important for you to continue learning and to keep adapting to the change in your adult lives. I hope you share my view that today is a great time to be living and working. We certainly face many problems in our country and around the world, but there's also tremendous good news that often gets overshadowed by the bad. For example, the percentage of the world's population that lives in extreme poverty or in active combat zones is now the lowest it's ever been in human history. And we've made incredible strides against diseases that used to kill millions of people each year. Ironically, to some extent, the same forces that drive this positive trend is also responsible for much of the turmoil in the world today, and that's principally globalization and technology, two things you will have to continue to grapple with throughout your adult lives. I'm very optimistic, though, because I know that when people of character and intelligence apply themselves to the toughest challenges, the world becomes a better place. And you, the class of 2017, are people of character and intelligence. You've helped make Marist a better place, and now you will go out and do the same for our nation and the world. So good luck and congratulations to the class of 2017.